Hello, everyone. This is the Computer Group podcast, number 4, I believe, October edition. This is a podcast that we did get up on Monday, or last month, I mean. So we're gonna do it in the few weeks of November, and then November podcast will come out hopefully in November. If we have time. For our lineup this time, we're going to talk about Windows 8 release, the secret event that Apple had, the 23rd, the Nexus 4, 7, and 10 tablets, Ubuntu, and some news about the sites. So let's start off talking about Windows 8 release. So Windows 8 has been finally released, and so are you computer fans out there that want to use Windows 8? It's now official that it is out. Also, Windows 8 launch with the Surface tablet. Surface tablet you could have pre-ordered a week before it came available. Surface Pro still hasn't came out, and that's the tablet that I'm actually waiting for, because the ARM processor on Windows 8, I have a lot of Windows programs that I like to use, like Office 13, Office 2013. It's the similar design of 2010, so why go out and buy a product key when you have an open one already? So that's one reason why I want the Surface Pro. Surface Pro will come out next year, beginning of next year. Well, Microsoft hopes for it to come out next year. Hopes. So far it's doing actually pretty good. Surface is doing good. Windows 8's actually doing pretty good. In a few weeks it was released, doing pretty well. Shocking that it was doing well, since I went out and bought new computers, Windows 8 computers, and I'm now getting used to it more and more and more. But it's not that I don't like Windows 8. It's that it just seems like it's meant for tablets, and which I guess it's okay if you have a touchscreen computer. Like I have two now, but like I really got to the point where I use more stuff in the desktop environment than I do in the Start UI, or whatever you want to call it. So that's that. Windows 8. Windows 8 is cheap for a time being until January 31st. It goes off sale. You can get Windows 8 or upgrade $39.99 for the download version from the Windows Store, or you can get the disc for $69.99 for disc at any local retailer. So that's pretty cool. I don't see them raising the price of it though. If they want people to upgrade, they would keep it the same price. So hopefully it's a little bit different. Sorry about this podcast if it's kind of quiet and then loud sometimes. I'm actually recording this podcast on one of my new laptop mics, so that's why it might be in and out and stuff. So sorry about that. Maybe when we do 7, I'll do it on maybe use a mic or something. Okay. I just had time. I have to make a quick podcast, so I don't think I can get it done this weekend. So yeah. So before Windows 8 was released, Apple had a secret event October 23rd. You might ask, what did they announce on 23rd? Well, you guys have it, the iPad mini. They did release an iPad mini. You can pick it up now. anywhere. Any place that sells Apple products, for $329 for the base version for, I think, 16 gigs. Also, coming out, also the 13-inch MacBook Retina. Yes, they came out with a 13-inch Retina display, MacBook. So that's pretty, interesting. They really needed a 13-inch Retina because, yes, it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper than getting a 15-inch. So that's that. So, and also they announced iMac, a new iMac. This iMac is a completely redesigned. Well, not completely redesigned. I mean, it's thin, very, 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 very thin. Okay, so, I mean it's very, very thin. You have to see this to even believe it, because when I first looked at it, I thought that's not thin, and when I seen pictures uploading, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, basically, it's as thin as the LCD screen. Okay, that's how thin it is in perspective. It has a little hump at the back of it, but other than that, it's very thin. So hopefully, also they went with a NVIDIA graphics card, no ATI. So yeah, that's. Also, it came out with a updated Mac Mini. It's the same design. It's just got updated specs and different things. Also, the iMac. Also, I forgot to mention on the iMac. The 21-inch version comes in November this month, and the 27-inch comes out in December sometime. So keep an eye out for that. Also, it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and also your terabyte thing. Also, they announced other interesting thing they announced was the Fusion Drive. I think it was called. This was basically solid state plus the hard drive, and the computer detects what you use more, and it puts it on the solid state, and what you use less, it puts it on the hard drive. So that's pretty interesting. You can also get that in the Mac Mini, and I believe the MacBook Retina. Not sure yet, but I didn't really look up a whole bunch of things about that because I decided to go to Windows. Maybe in 4 years I might get a Mac, but I decided for this time period to get a Windows PCs, and so I decided to hold off on the iMac. So I might buy it in the next 4 years or so. Also, iOS 6.0.1 has been released to the public. It fixes some little issues with wireless, and my biggest problem that I found was the keyboard bug. It fixes the keyboard glitch where you can be typing and it wouldn't be, and all your words will show up at once when you're typing. And 6.1 has been released to developers. Reports already say that Apple did an update on Safari, so in it, and some maps and different things. So no release date has been announced for 6.1 or any expectations. Also, I don't have it on the lineup, but iTunes 11 has been held off for November, a November release. They said they wanted to make it the best, so they held it off. So since we're talking about tablets and iOS, why don't we go to the Android perspective of Google announcing 3 new tablets, or 2 tablets and a new phone. The Nexus 4 phone The new phone, little bit better than Nexus 3. I don't have a whole bunch of information about it because I made this lineup and it was pretty fast. I made this lineup, but supposedly it's faster, better. You get full for an 8 gig version you can get for $299, or for a 16 gig version you can get $349. All unlocked versions. The unlocked, you can get them. You can head over to the Google Store, and I believe you can pre-order them now, or you can order them. Also, they announced new Nexus 7 tablets. Yes, you know that tablet they released in the beginning in the summer. Well, they dropped the 8 gig version and bumped down and made a 16 gig version for $199 and a 32 gig version for $249. Also, they now have a mobile data one, and it is a 32 gig starting at $299 for mobile data. So, and I believe it's LTE, 4G LTE, I believe, and it's also unlocked too. So, unlocked tablets from Google. Never heard such thing. But also, they came out with a 10-inch tablet. Also, it's also made by Asus, like the 7 is. It's the Nexus 10. It's a 10-inch tablet. For a 16 gig version is $399, and for the 32 gig version, it's $499. So Google has released a brand new lineup for this holiday season, and also Apple did too. Apple made a big lineup for this holidays. I was looking at some Black Fridays ads, and not a whole lot of iPads and new iPods on sale on Black Friday. So too bad if you're waiting to pick up one of the products for a little bit cheaper. Also, last month, Ubuntu 12.10 was released with Amazon integration. In Unity, all you have to do is type in an object you want, and it automatically searches for it on Amazon.com. So that's pretty neat. I didn't really like the idea. I disabled it when I was using it, just because it kind of got. Every time I searched for something, it always popped up something that's like an app. It always popped up objects and different things. So that's kind of okay and disappointed maybe a little bit. But it has been released. A lot of updates actually has been released for it too ever since release. It's stable, very stable. Also, you can also get it's a downloadable thing, and you can get a kit and make a Nexus 7 tablet run Ubuntu on this. So that's pretty neat. Another reason why I might be thinking about buying a Nexus 7 tablet, just to run Ubuntu on it. Also, in hardware news for Ubuntu, System76 is a company that makes computers for just Ubuntu-only computers. Yes, you can install Windows on them, but they don't support it. But if you have Ubuntu on it, they will support it, like tech support. They announced that they now introduced a all-in-one PC. It's the first all-in-one PC. It's actually a pretty nice looking all-in-one PC. You can get an i5 or i7 in it, 500 gig hard drive, terabyte, all the fun stuff. Only thing it doesn't have is a good graphics. It has nice high specs, and no and it has Intel Graphics 4000. So kind of disappointing. Which, yes, I went out and bought 3 computers that have Intel graphics in it, but hey, that's all I had. That's all that was offered. I'd rather had 3 computers than 1, so I kind of bought what I wanted. Also, one thing that's interesting is, one thing that I found was odd is you have to pay extra for a wireless card to put in it. That I kind of found odd. I don't know how to say if that was good or not. It's kind of difficult and odd at the same thing. Also, Ubuntu 13.04 release process will not include alphas and only 1 beta. They said they really wanted, is kind of saying, they said they kind of wanted to concentrate more on the system than they did releasing test versions. But also, this week that I'm recording this, I've seen that the daily ISOs has already been released for it, so you can already get your hands on the daily ISOs. So yeah, I don't know what they can really do. 1304 was gonna be a market changer for Ubuntu, because that is when they said they expected to start developing phone OSs. Hint, hint, hint. Maybe Ubuntu on a phone. Maybe that might be pretty interesting to see. Also, GNOME 4 is supposed to be released. Oh well, it's supposed to. We're not saying it will or not, but I can't wait to see GNOME 4. I've been using 3 ever since it came out, so I'm a big GNOME fan. So today we talked about Windows 8 release, that you can buy, new computers. One thing I forgot to mention about Windows 8 is the computers with it. The brand new designs of computers coming out. A lot of touchscreen computers are going to be on the market now. You're not going to see a desktop, a box, and a monitor. Maybe a touchscreen monitor. Maybe they do that. Maybe you can buy a desktop with a touchscreen monitor. That'd be pretty cool. Which would cost even more. It'd be cheaper to buy just an all-in-one PC. But and we talked about Surface. Surface is pretty expensive. So it's kind of disappointing Surface is going to be that expensive, and Surface Pro coming out next year. We talked about Apple's secret event. And we talked about the Nexus tablet Google's thing, and Ubuntu, SharePoint, 10 and 13.04. So now we're talking about the site. The computer group site. Well, one thing is, yes, we have been kind of slacking off on the reviews. Hopefully, we are kind of coming up with plans for maybe doing like a section on Windows 8 apps, since now we have a bunch of Windows 8 computers. I was thinking about doing maybe a Windows 8 app review thing, stuff, but hopefully I can get that up and going, and we have something special to show you guys at the end of the year. It's something special, and it's something new. And we're still debating if we want to maybe do a live or a recording of us doing a slideshow to explain it or what, but we're still talking to some people about it. And like I said, we're going to come out with reviews. Also, we are hoping to do some game reviews this year if I ever get my Xbox back. So we can do, because one of them is going to be Dishonored. I can actually really do a Dishonored review. Actually, I already did, I think. Yes, I already did that. No, okay, never mind. We'll update it a little bit. We're gonna kind of update it out. Kind of update it more and different things. Also, we hope to, we actually are coming up with plans to kind of make a Windows 8 app. We do have some plans kind of written down on what we kind of want in a Windows 8 app and what we want to do with it. But that's likely to happen this year for the computer group, because we want to show you something very, very special at the end of the year. Will it launch? We don't know yet. But we hope to have at least a little bit of it done to show you. So far it's actually going pretty good. So yeah. Sorry it was kind of quick podcast. So sorry it was that short, but hopefully November's, we'd have the ball going on, and we know what we're going to be talking about and all the stuff about it, more information like we did in this one. This one is, like I said, it was a quick podcast that I needed to get done, and I had a few minutes, about 30 minutes to do this. We'd kind of like to get it to 30 minutes, but I don't think make it 30 minutes. But I hope you guys have a nice Thanksgiving, and talk to you later. See ya.